What is up, all you addicts out there? Welcome to the Addicted Fishing Podcast. This is episode number 22, and tonight we got a couple special guests in the house tonight, don't we, Cameron?
That's right, we do. Why don't you guys introduce yourself? What's going on?
Hey, how's it going? I'm Joe from Relentless Angling.
And I'm Corey from Relentless Angling.
Sweet, guys. Well, thanks for coming in. We thought, actually, Corey reached out to me and was like, dude, I'd love to get on a podcast with you guys. It seems like a fun time. And I was like, for sure, dude, come in, kick it. It'll be fun. We'll talk winter steelhead. So we thought we'd bring these guys in and talk some winter steelhead. If you don't know, if you're just listening or tuning in, and you don't know who Relentless Angling is, probably the best place to kind of look at them and follow them, in my opinion, is on their Instagram. I'd go to their Instagram, check out Relentless Angling on Instagram. But they also have a Facebook and some other outlets, like as well as a website, right, guys? What's your website?
We have a website, relentlessangling.com.
Cool. Yep. So I kind of met these guys. I honestly don't even really know. It's been years now.
Yeah, I was thinking about that on the way up here. I feel like you and I have been talking on and off for years, but like this is the first time we've sat down and had an actual conversation. Besides like at the Sportsman show where we're like getting interrupted like 20 times.
Yeah, we've chatted a lot and been kind of like buddies for a long time now, just haven't actually like hung out with each other much.
How many times have we tried to fish? Like
oh my gosh, dude, at least a dozen times.
I think it's mostly just like honking on the river.
Yeah, like, what up, dude? What up,
I was
Joe?
just gonna say, I'm like, how have you guys not linked up? Because I know we see you guys out there all the freaking time.
Right.
We're all fishing the same days.
Who knows? Who the hell knows? But regardless, I took notice what you guys were doing just because I thought it was cool. You guys were promoting the sport of fishing and doing it in a cool way, just like we were, and getting kind of kids involved on social media and using the social aspect to kind of drive fishing. So what's your guys' goals, and what do you guys want to do with Relentless?
When we started out, we were just posting pictures of us fishing, kind of just like normal dudes. And we were in the truck one day, and we were like, oh, maybe we should start a fishing group. Ha. And kind of that thing where you look back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, well, maybe we should. And over the years, just lots of conversations about, well, why do we bother doing this? Why do we exist? Like, why aren't we just posting pictures on our personal pages?
Yeah.
Why have something called Relentless? And the idea of it is, Joe and I have wives, kids, full-time jobs, just like 95% of all the men and women who are fishing. Yeah. And we wanted to show people what's possible, losing sleep in the morning, working extra here, trying to piece this like fishing life together. Because I think some people just look at Facebook and social media and blah, 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 and they're like, oh man, do these guys even work? Like, you guys hear that all the time.
Oh,
dude, I can imagine.
We hear that
I hear that all the time.
Well, I think let me step in and kind of give. So Charles, I was talking to Charles about this because we've just kind of recently brought Charles into what we do with Addicted, and he's been a huge help and just a good angler and just been an all-around great guy. So, he kind of was talking to me this weekend about it, and he's like, dude, the reason I freaking love Addicted and love what you guys do and why I like being a part of it is just that. He likes being a part of something. Like, he likes being a part of, his passion is fishing, and he wants to do more than just go fishing. Like, he wants to do more above and beyond that. And so that, that's what Addicted kind of drives him to do. And I think anyone out there listening that thinks they have an idea or they want to do something, they should just do it. Just freaking go do it. And I think that's what you guys are doing. And it's hard because you have full-time job, kids, all that kind of stuff. But you just got to freaking, dude, it's just juggle time.
I think there's a point too in any fisherman's life. I mean, when you're on social media, you're looking at a magazine, you see Cameron Black holding the awesome spring Chinook. You're like, I want to do that. And a lot of these guys go out and they go out once, like, oh, I didn't catch it, And I was one of those dudes. Like, I'd go out once a month. Like, I'm gonna go fishing this month, and I got to the point where it's like, I realized the way to catch fish is more work and more time on the river, and it's a grind, and to be relentless, right? So like, if that means you got to work at 2 p.m. and you get up at 5 a.m. and you drive 2 hours and you fish for 4 hours and you turn around, drive back, and then you work till midnight, like that's what we do, right? Like that's where Relentless came from. And I mean, we've all done crazy stuff like that,
Yeah, no, that's what me and Cam talk about. It's more, what we do is a freaking lifestyle.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a part of what we do. Mm-hmm. And so Addicted originally for me was like, I want to share that freaking passion with other people. Like, I want other people to feel the same freaking feeling I feel when I reel in a steelhead.
Yeah.
Sorry for my F-bomb out there, people.
I was just gonna say,
getting excited,
but and then couple that too. When you're trying to like explain that that lifestyle and that mentality a lot of times is like, you go drive 2 hours, or you go take this like 3-day trip, or you go do whatever, and a lot of times you're not even keeping the damn fish.
Yeah, exactly. Catch and release.
Like you're not even
catch and release.
Where is it? Well, it's swimming in the river. What?
Right. Yeah.
Like you don't understand. You just don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
not
so
always about
funny.
me.
So when I first started dating Sharon, like that's how it was. I would go fishing during wild steelhead season, and I'd send her these pictures, and she's like, "Oh, you look so hot in that holding that fish." She's like, "You bringing that home tonight?" Just the typical like lovey-dovey
I'm coming
talk.
home, baby.
And it's like, no, I let it go, and she's like, "What?" Like the average person, I think, doesn't understand it. Like they really
true.
don't know.
I think that's a pretty common conversation in a lot of households. Like my wife, definitely has those, those moments, and I know yours does too, where she's like, "Wait, you just went to catch and release?
Yeah.
You were gone for how many days?"
Yeah.
Or even better than that, the 3-day trips, and it's like, I landed this incredible summer steelhead, and then camping was fun, And then she's like, wait. So you fished for like 20 hours. You caught one fish. I'm like, well, yeah, but out of all the guys, it's pretty good, for 2018.
I was just going to say this day and age.
Right. And filming, it's funny that you say that because filming our Addicted Life episodes lately, it's a grind. And what I think's fun about it, and what's going to be so awesome about us capturing these Addicted Life episodes, you're going to be able to see what real Northwest fishermen go through.
Yep.
Like the struggles that we freaking have when we're like trying to find fish. But then you're also going to see when it's like epic. When we have these awesome freaking days. And there's going to be these months and there's going to be times where it's like this, right? But it's hard for us, especially Cameron, because he's always just trying to make himself look like the biggest badass in the world. He can't handle putting out all these episodes where we're not catching fish.
No, it's not. No, that's not what I said. In any way, he misconstrued that. That was a leap Evil could not have made. Okay? No, but I do say like, it's funny because we have like the Addicted Life curse. And it started with the live feed curse. But then that's what happens when you do stuff live. We go out there. I could catch 100 shad the day before, same tide, same weather. Go out the next day, and we only catch a Chinook. Go out sturgeon fishing the day before, catch 50 sturgeon.
We have the Instagram stories curse. Like,
oh boy,
like,
okay, good.
Like,
it's not just us.
So here it goes. Like, so if we're dedicated, it's 4 a.m. We're like loading up the rods. What's up, Relentless family, and just like all this stuff.
Oh yeah, you're loading up the story, and then you don't catch your fish.
Yeah, and we're showing them the gear and like talking about, all right, it's dropping today, and like this is what we're sharing everything. And then it's like, so what do I do on the drive home?
Exactly.
I'm like,
dude, don't think I don't see him where it's like Corey in the car, like I watched the whole story all day, and it's like Corey in the car, like, all right, guys, fishing was tough today. I see those. It's funny. They're hilarious.
Yeah, but you do see that everywhere. You see like I follow guys and got people on our feeds, and you see those mornings where they're loading up the boat launch pictures, and you're like, just waiting, like, I'm gonna check in on those guys. 10 o'clock. Oh damn, don't see anything. Like 3 days later, they're going at it again, but damn well they didn't get a fish the first time.
And we get those messages like, fish.
Oh yeah, people message
fish,
you like, you catching any? Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the number one thing on the live feeds is like, man, you guys, be nice if you guys caught a fish every once in a while. It's like,
right?
Man.
Is this the first one?
How many times? Like, because we'll do a lot of Columbia stuff in live feeds. Like, how many times will I go out in the morning?
My!
Limit out. Here's the pictures, signed, sealed, and delivered. Waiting for you guys. I was like, come down here, turn on the cameras on. You can't buy a damn fish.
I can't count how many times where Cameron's been like, "Oh, it's on today, guys. I got him good. Like, it's gonna be a good live feed." We go out there.
Womp womp.
Yep.
Yeah, that just happens. That just freaking happens.
As predictable as we wanted to be, really isn't predictable.
Like I said, 2018 can choke on a fat one as far as I'm concerned. It's just
been a struggle.
very inconsistent. It's very
challenge.
tough fishing. So
it's been a struggle since the beginning of summer. Yeah,
we had a couple good early months like April, May for summers, and then it just was a grind. And then I went to Alaska, and that wrecked me. And I came back.
Joe's never been
and
the
I'm just
same.
like, I don't even know if I can fish this week at all.
I practically lost my fishing friend. I was worried about it. Ruined.
where'd you go to Alaska?
We fished the Kenai Peninsula.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doing the drive around thing, or?
Yeah, I went with a buddy, and it was like he just did his own thing. Like, just drugged me around, told me what to do and where to fish. And so
Catch a bunch of fish.
Yeah,
were you after kings or
mostly coho?
Coho?
Yeah, yeah, it was cool.
Did you show all those locals you can actually catch a fish?
Yeah, it was
in
interesting.
The mouth?
Yeah. All you gotta
There's
do
a
is
story there. Go ahead and elaborate.
Well, you know how it is. I mean, you go to a lot of those places, and a lot of people are doing methods that we don't do down here.
Mm-hmm.
And we roll up with like a bobber and a jig. And lo and behold, you can catch fish on a bobber and jig. And you catch them in the mouth, and you don't catch them in the side. And they're a lot easier to catch release, right? Because really, do you want to keep the pinks anyway? You know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we can relate to that story, but you'll see that in the second Steelhead movie real quick. Oh, you keep that washing and stuff at home. It don't work up here.
Oh, jeez.
As 30 to 40 Steelhead per boat.
Yeah.
In hail, 6-inch pink worms.
Yeah.
When it rained. Shocker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, we've heard that before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys have kids, right? I mean, you have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you fish a lot with your kids?
Oh yeah, as much as I can. You know, I think I've done a good job. Like, I've heard horror stories from like other dads and stuff. You know, growing up and where they've burned their kids out and stuff.
Yeah.
But he definitely gets his licks in. Gets a couple weeks with me down at Buoy 10, and we definitely get our shots in there. So he's still super
Jazzed.
Oh gosh,
Awesome.
That's
I
awesome.
see your boys
That's
are
awesome.
way in.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
your boys are insane.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It wasn't always like that. I mean, especially when they're young. I mean, you take them with you and you just plan, you just start your day out and you're like, this day is going to really not probably be the best, but it's about, teaching them how fun it can be. And like a trick is to bring a lot of food, right?
Oh yeah, junk food for sure.
And maybe a promise of something else afterwards. But
Burgerville.
yeah, I mean, the minute my kids started catching steelhead, it was over. And then my middle kid, Jake, he's the bass guy, right? He went from catching steelhead like crazy and like got to the point where he thought it was easy, and now he's all over bass. And I'm like, you've gone the complete opposite of how most people go. Like,
I've seen that kid devastated though, losing a steelhead this summer.
yeah,
He was devastated.
he still wants to catch him.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's talking about fishing for bass this weekend. I'm like, dude, it's
frozen outside.
Yeah, tell him no. Just be like, nah, man.
he's
I got to draw the line in the sand on this one. It's winter steelhead time.
he's
It's just-
relentless. I'll take him somewhere and drop him off and let him do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Come back and pick him up. But it's been a lot of fun going through that journey with them and getting them motivated and inspired and fired up about it. It's cool. It's fun to see.
Well, cool. Let's talk some winter steelhead.
Let's talk.
Let's talk some winter steelhead.
Yeah.
All you guys out there, if you're watching on YouTube, tap this little subscribe button. I've been pleasantly surprised at how many people are actually tuning into these things and watching them on YouTube. So that's badass. We appreciate it. And if you're on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, any of those, please leave us a review. Leave us a review. The more reviews we have, the better placement iTunes will give us on our podcast. So please leave us a review. We appreciate it very much. With that being said, have you guys caught any winter steelhead yet?
No.
I've hooked two.
Two.
I've hooked two.
How about you guys?
I haven't hooked one yet. But I will be honest with everyone and let them know that I haven't gone that much either. Like, I've only been out.
You have not been relentless.
No, I have not been addicted or relentless.
Honestly, these last few weeks, it's just been like 1 to 2 hour trips, like on the way to different places. I haven't had a full day. In like
Well, it's kind of hard too.
2 weeks.
I mean, beside last week, the conditions were really kind of a tough struggle. You guys know, under those conditions, you can probably weed out some spots real quick and see if there's fish in there, and if they're not, they're not. You got to run into them still.
Yeah. The water was on the drop, and it was definitely a 1, 2, 3 cast move, 1, 2, 3 cast move, just hunting.
Yeah, I can't say that I've only been fishing 1 or 2 hours a trip. I've been grinding and not
That's true.
finding fish.
That's true.
Grinding. So it's been a challenge. And in fact, I was on a river that was blown out the day before, and then I dropped into it the next day, and it was prime, like that perfect steelhead green. I had.
Was this on Monday?
This would have been Thursday. It was a little high still, but it looked awesome. Wednesday it was blown. And I had, miles of the river to myself. Saw one other car on the whole river, and I just worked it. And I know this river really well.
Oh no! Okay, that's when I was hanging with the family at the Great Wolf. Go on. I'm interested now.
Every spot that there should have been a steelhead in, there wasn't, and I was bummed. I didn't have high expectations just based off the way things have been, but I thought maybe I'd catch a burner coho, maybe, but not even that. So
Yeah, so we went out. That's what I said. Me and Charles went out this weekend, and we went to a creek and we hit it pretty hard and didn't find any. But we did talk to the fish checker who said she's been checking fish in there, so they're coming back into there for sure.
Good.
But then we went to one of my other rivers that I know normally gets early wild fish, like quite a few early wild fish. So I'm like, dude, let's go check it out because if we can land on them, it'll be good with it being low. And we just one freaking coho and one steelhead, and that was it.
What's crazy too is I know you guys weren't here for the first part of the live feed, but we were talking about the live feed because I didn't get to fish that drop on Thursday, Friday, but I got to fish it on Monday. And same thing, like, you know, I missed that first one, and like I said, we've gotten 4, but I mean, I'm fishing it every day and covering literally 12 miles. I mean, literally top to bottom. And then every one that I have found has been like rando spots, just kind of weird. Anyways, back to your point, fished it Monday, kind of on that drop. Water was like perfect level, 3.5, 4 foot, steely green. Like, and I was telling my guys, I'm like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. Oh, this is going to be great. Everything was the most pride. Dude, we did not land a fish, not even a damn summer. It was pathetic. I even told the guys when we got done, I'm like, dude, I got to get you guys out again. I don't know what the hell happened. But I think, I think we had that low clear water, and some of the fish that were coming in, the very few kind of moved in, and they were getting plucked, you know, here or there. Summers were getting plucked too, but then after that freaking high water, they were gone. Nothing came in behind them.
Yeah.
Or they're just so few and far between, they're just shooting by us. Too fast.
That Thursday when I got to the river and I had that prime section of the river to myself, my adrenaline was pumping. Like in my hand, I was like, oh, it's on. It's on.
Kick off the steelhead season right now.
I will say, I mean, and I fished it for a good 6 hours, like covered a lot of water, and then I went to work afterwards. But I will say, even though I didn't catch a fish, I felt damn good because like the conditions were great and there was no one else around, and I felt like a champ, even though I didn't catch a fish. So like some positivity out of it. I mean, it gave me something, even though I didn't catch any fish, you know.
I was telling my guys, I'm like, okay, we're driving up the river. I'm like, see that hole? I go, if I don't have a fish by that hole, I'll be grouchy. Got to that hole, I was grouchy. It was like, but I was jazzed. It looked good. So at least we got a little bit of water. Of course, now we're back down to low and clear conditions. But maybe I'll slow up what's coming in. I don't know. Hopefully.
I hope to find some this weekend. I'm gonna get out and poke around probably.
Yeah. We'll be out Friday for a while.
Yeah, we'll have a good chunk of time Friday.
Yeah,
for sure.
See if we can find anything.
Just practice casting.
You know, stories and, you know, good stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, now I'm gonna have to do tons of stories before I go
like
fish. Yeah.
It's 2018, man. Embrace it.
Fly guy at heart.
Yeah, I might have got a touch today. It's pretty cool.
On the fly?
No,
That's a fly guy.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I think I got it.
I think I got a tug.
Oh man, got a sipper. Yeah.
Got a sipper?
Oh, got a sipper. Oh, dude, you haven't heard that? Like,
oh, I heard that one.
Oh, just even if they just see, you know, because the big fish don't come out of the water, they just.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Trout.
Off the surface, trout. Got it.
Trout, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, huh? Like,
and nobody else will
sipper?
ever know because it's just the little tiny pull. Maybe I should have switched to a size 20. I don't know.
I was gonna say we're not making Marlin's case here to try to get him enthralled with fly fishing anytime soon, but I enjoy it.
Have you guys been looking at the counts for Bonneville as far as steelhead over the last few years? I had a little bit of time today, and like I went through each year, and I mean it was 2014. There was like 300 and this is an exact quote, but like 330,000. Like this year it's at 102. And you watch it, it goes from like 330 to like 260 to like 180 to like 102. It's like just a steady drop. And, you know, we all go up above Bonneville and fish. And I mean, I can tell you this year that I've spent 15 days fishing above Bonneville, like full days, 2 like overnight trips, caught 1 steelhead.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like watching it fall apart
That's
year to
sad.
year.
Yeah.
It really is crazy.
It's disgusting. I wonder, like, yeah, I mean, obviously it's completely disgusting, but at the same time, it's, I mean, yeah, we do got a somewhat.
Our steelhead runs, though, have normally never, like, if you go look at the history
Yeah.
of the Columbia River, like, we've never had bad steelhead returns. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
they just haven't, they've always been pretty solid. So what has changed?
Well, I mean, I think you definitely have missing hatchery components. I mean, obviously not as much for summers as you do winters.
Yeah.
Gosh, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't know.
It's weird.
I'm just at a loss. I haven't looked at that. I mean, I knew we had a dismal year. I know they're fighting the ramifications of that over in the Idaho fishery situations. But I thought, now this could be a different component of that 108. That would you say 108,000?
Yeah, I think it's 102 this year.
102,000. Like it might be a different component, but I thought they were saying they're having a better year this year than they did last.
This is
year.
what I just wrote it down.
Oh,
I
okay.
took a picture of it, but
Oh gosh, I don't want to look at that.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's very disheartening. But like I said, I think maybe it's the oh yeah, whatever names, whatever. They're shut down.
Yeah.
So, but I think I thought there was a component that was doing better. I don't know.
Maybe it's just this one particular river that we were fishing, but I mean, almost exact same timing, similar conditions. 5 years ago, we had a year. Oh, dude, that one year, when there was 4 of us fishing, 3-day trip, it was like 150 steelhead landed.
Just bonkers.
Oh, the
And-
good old days.
And then Joe and I did that same trip this year. I got 1. I mean, we worked even harder, more hiking, more methods, and I was 1 for 2. It's to the point, it's like, in the truck, you're like, did we forget how to fish? Do we have to look at pictures to remind ourselves? Like, oh yeah, we used to be able to do that.
I think you start second guessing everything you're doing. Like, did I change something? Did the leader, my test on the leader, is that too heavy?
I can't
right?
count how many times that's happened to me.
Okay, I mean, times I think that's happened to me during the day of freaking guiding.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know what I mean? Like, get some consistency, get 2 or 3 days going, and then you get out there and it's a little bit of a slower day, and you maybe see, a few caught kind of thing, and then you're just like running down the checklists. Like, okay, like you said, is it leader material?
Yep.
Is it bait? Is it scent, colors? I don't know.
Yeah.
Checking your 5%
It crushes you.
hooks, lines.
Well, let's just hope that that's not going to happen. There's going to be so many fish return this winter, dude. We're not even going to know what happened. It's going to be crazy.
It's gonna be bonkers.
I hope so.
I don't know.
Hope so.
I just keep saying, I'm like, well, it can't get any worse. So,
Dude, there could be some good wilds coming. You never know, dude. Sometimes those resilient bastards come back strong.
yeah, I think for winter steel, I think we're looking at the next rain for these rivers that are stocked. I think next rain we should. I know there was not quite a few. I mean, there was definitely some fish pushing in. Definitely going to be late, but I'm not too worried about that because everything was late this year. A couple salmon rivers even finally got their fish. I mean, Papa was down
I
the
know.
coast. He said he had his best fall Chinook day of the whole season last week, and he wasn't targeting Chinook, and he was fishing beads.
Wow.
That says a lot. I mean, when you have guys that are like trolling the bays, 360 and egging, I mean, everything, gunning for him. And then here he is, first week of December, fishing beads for steelhead.
That's
having
crazy.
the best day of Chinook
Wow.
fishing of the fall.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm real interested to see what happens when we open up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm not going there. But so there could be some layer fish going. It's like I said, going back to winter steelhead, those early fish. We'll see. We haven't really necessarily had the best water for them. We're not typical water. So.
There's definitely a few around though. Like we're seeing some get caught. So when you guys are, what are you guys using normally? Do you guys have specific
What you
techniques?
using?
You're freaking. Are you guys bead fishermen? Are you spoon fishermen? Are
12-foot
you
leaders, double beads.
12-foot leaders,
black.
double beads. I
Black,
freaking
right?
knew it,
Black,
dude.
yeah.
They're only biting black.
I knew it. Yeah. If you guys don't follow Relentless Angling on Instagram, you better get over there and look at all the fish that they floss up.
So, honestly, we do fish beads. And we were talking about it on the way over. I sort of wonder if we fish them a little bit differently. Because, you walk up on the river and everyone's fishing beads at a spot. And there's usually pretty long leaders. And it almost looks like they're bobber dogging, but not with a true bobber dogging setup. We run them a little bit more like pink worm.
Yeah. Yeah, like you would a pink worm under a bobber, the leader.
Yeah, some inline split shot.
Without a jig head.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, just thread it on the leader.
Yep.
So we don't run long leaders for beads. Definitely this time of year starting off, we run bait, whether it's coon shrimp or eggs or
some
tip
rivers
jigs.
more than others.
Yeah, it just depends on what river.
Mm-hmm.
I use bait on all rivers.
Yeah.
I was
Where
fishing
applicable by WDFW and ODFW regulations.
Yes.
Right?
I was fishing. So those two that I hooked, Marlin, were on Mad River worm,
Nice.
blue jig head, a little chunk of meat on there, and a guy told me, "Oh, that'll ruin the action of the worm." I was like, "Well, that's weird." Steelhead liked it.
They're hungry.
Yeah.
They want to eat, right?
Yeah. Well, just something to bring them in.
I've heard a lot of people doing that recently, putting a little tip in their worms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big, ugly presentation, but it works.
I think it's sexy. But
Well, then the conditions you have too, at the colder, clearer water situations, I think having a little bit of extra something on there they can smell on and chew on is definitely.
I think that helps them.
definitely
It helps huge, yeah.
We definitely
just like
bar
your little spawn sacks.
spawn sacks, prawns, whatever.
if I could only fish
else.
3 methods all winter, it would be beads, jigs, tipped with prawn. And then I run spoons with a trailer behind it with a fly. And there's been days where nothing else is working on that fly, and almost treat the spoon like a dodger. Like they don't usually hit. Have you heard of this? Okay.
I've seen it work. I've been
So-
outfished by it
so
and been like,
Joe's-
what the?
Joe's seen it. 9 times out of 10, they'll hit the fly. They don't hit the spoon. And you
I
got,
mean, it makes sense. You can do the same thing with like a hoochie or something. Put a hoochie freaking behind it for a coat.
Oh, yeah.
Just have a hoochie just freaking ripping back there.
yeah, you could throw in bead and some yarn. You could do hoochie, whatever you want. Yeah.
So one thing I would question is, have you ever like had like Joe run through first with a spoon without your fly on there, and then run through after?
Yep.
And see if like it's just like, oh no, it was just that's what you put in their face, so that's what they ate.
This one hole, or just one instance I can think of, we ran bait, beads, jigs, spinners. Joe went back up to the truck, get some lunch ready, and I chucked that thing out there and hooked up.
What I mean though, more is like, do you think the fly's necessary? Do you think that if you just fished a spoon, that fish that came in to look at that, because that flash and that thump of that spoon is what's bringing that fish in, and then he's like, oh, there's a fly, eat it.
Yeah, it could be, he sees the spoon and he's behind it and he grabs the fly because it's right in his face.
Yeah.
So, and typically when it hits the fly, just like in Spey, he's hitting it like almost right at the bank, at the end of your swing. So I think that fish is sitting there. He's brought in by the spoon, and then he's just looking at that fly and that spoon and kind of, and then you start doing a little, kind of like a jig retrieve. Just give it a little bit, and that's when they'll hit it.
Interesting.
And I don't fish that way
have to
all
try
winter.
it.
Like that's not like a primary. That's kind of the, I wonder. Let me just give it a couple of these, like at the end after we've tried everything else. And it's cool to see it work. It's really cool.
Yeah, we run spoons through everything, no matter what. Like we are always like, it's usually jig, worm, spoon, like
Right.
usually in that method. And then
Right.
if there's a guy fishing beads, then we kind of let him run his dumb beads through there. But usually we don't. Usually we don't.
That's funny.
Dude, you know what's funny is the one thing I hate about beads is like a couple of our local rivers in particular, like I just swear, dude, that they don't eat beads. Like there's like, I don't know if it's the salmon production, like maybe there's just not that many eggs floating down the river, so they just don't even target them at all. They're just not focused in on them or what. But like,
Yeah.
dude, I don't care what you say. Like I know people that have fished the hell out of them on some of our streams, and those fish just don't eat them.
Yeah.
Like, and I in particular, remember that day I came down and you were fishing, and you guys were fishing beads like crazy through there, and I came in with my jig and was like, yeah, with my jig, and I think I ended up.
You were doing that too. You're like, yeah.
I think I ended up
two rods?
giving you one of those jigs and was like, dude, try these jigs, like. But I don't think it's that you guys were fishing wrong. I think that those fish literally just don't eat beads.
Yeah.
There's 2 of our local rivers that we don't really fish beads because we found the same thing. It doesn't seem to work.
Do you think, Cameron, have you ever found that? I'd like to try it. I'd like to do like a tournament where we have one raft float down. The only thing he fishes is beads, and then the other raft floats down. The only thing he fishes is jigs.
It sounds like it's going to be addicted, relentless.
Yeah, we need to try something.
That would be cool. But I will say I think it's all going to depend on the water conditions that day, because the particular river you're talking about, it does seem like the second that those flows drop in the runs that we run, those fish jettison out of there. And so like when it turns into more of like the beady water situation, I just don't think those fish are freaking there. Because as many times as you and I have tried to float that section, if it's below, I'll screw it all. If it's below 6, good luck, right?
Yeah.
Except for maybe 1-2 spot. I don't know. It's so I think there might be a little bit of that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. It's hard though. But maybe those fish are also hiding in the boulder curtains, and we're just not fishing with beads.
yeah, we don't fish beads in the summer.
That's what I'm wondering. Maybe I'm not fishing them right.
Yeah.
That's why I'd like to get a guy like Pop Off or something, someone that does it a lot, that fishes a lot of beads on other rivers or something, and get them going through there and seeing what they could do.
Get them fired up. Yeah.
I mean, they definitely take beads. They definitely grab them. You know, I mean,
and especially like this year too. Like even though I know you were saying you've gotten all yours on worms, I think we've gotten 3 of ours on beads, and then 1 of them on a jig. And it's like, I
just refuse to support the bead movement.
we know.
I refuse to support the bead movement.
No, but I mean, like right now, the water that we've mainly had so far this season been pretty conducive to bead fishing. In fact, the last steelhead we got was on a bead trailer off a little tiny jig. So it's kind of like, okay, yeah. I mean, they're seeing them.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
10 foot of visibility everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the season fares up.
yeah, hopefully we get some more consistent rain, you know, not these huge spikes
Yeah.
where it just blows
And
everything out.
Deep
That's what I
valleys.
hate. I hate when it's just like 10,000 and then back down to like 200.
Yeah, the next
Yeah.
day, like 3 days later. Yeah, it's kind of silly.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen this year for sure. So when you guys start targeting, like later in the year, when you start targeting like wild steelhead and stuff, one of the things that I've loved is you guys has been huge supporters of our addicted landing nets. And so talk about why. Like, because I never came to you and said, hey, dude, freaking rock our landing net. Like, you guys are just doing that, and it's bad that you guys have kind of jumped on that movement and supported us there. So
What's the name of that BC guy that we follow? Captain
Quinn.
Quinn. So I've been watching his videos forever, and they use landing nets up in BC.
And we looked into those.
And that's the first time I saw him. And right around that time, you guys had some prototypes going, and you were starting production. So it was just hey, we know Marlin. Let's use his landing nets.
cool.
Because it was also right around that time, we were ditching the net. We didn't want to carry the net down to the river. But then it's a real struggle if you're alone in certain spots to handle a steelhead properly.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that net, you get your wheels turned. You're trying to come up with ways you can land a fish safely alone or with a buddy. Over the years, you get better and better at it. And it really takes the pressure and the stress off of that moment when you're like, oh, I know it's stupid, but I want to get a picture of it, but I don't want to kill this fish. You don't have to go through this internal dilemma, of like, could I drop this fish?
No, I totally
the
get
cops
it.
are going to jump out of the bushes, and I'm going to be crucified.
Dude, I'm going to be right there with you on it. There's just no question. Especially with people that, and so I see a lot of times like people who aren't good at handling fish. You know what I mean? And so like I can get out of the raft, they can stay in the raft, they can stay safe, get out of the raft, net the fish. The fish is gonna, dude. Once those fish get in those nets,
They calm down.
They
do. It collapses around them, and I think they just say, okay, well, this is it. I guess I'm going to that pearly freaking white place in the sky, or I don't know what it is, but they definitely.
I don't know what it is,
out.
but they don't give you a whole lot of
No.
the death throw.
I think they feel like I swear I think so this is not scientific at all whatsoever. I think they feel like the netting kind of brushing against them here and there, and even though it's a knotless nylon net, you don't even see any slime, so it's not like it's removed. It's not like they're entrapped in there. But I think they just feel it, so they know they're not gonna try to death roll into it.
Yeah,
if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So I think they kind of feel it. You kind of block them off, and then maybe it's just something like, okay, well, I guess I'm in cover, so maybe I'm safe. I'm not getting jerked around anymore. I'm gonna chill here. Well, obviously, client gets out of the boat. You can tell them, okay, left hand here, right hand here. I'm going to drop the net down. I'm going to grab the phone, quick picture, instant release, goodbye.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Not dragging them up on the rock. You have your time to do it right. You're not dragging up on the rocks, beating the hell out of them.
Right.
Like there's a million.
So for us, the reason I originally got passionate behind Addicted Landing nets because we don't make shit on them. By the time we pay Jacob because they're handmade, and by the time all the effort goes into us doing these things, we're not making a ton of money. We do these Addicted Landing nets for one reason only, and it's to educate new anglers on how to handle steelhead. And it's just an easy way for us to keep that continued education. And it's also, they're just, the uses of them they way outweigh the negativity of ever carrying a net.
The only negativity about them is that they are harder to net fish with. It will take some coordinating, but they collapse better into a backpack. They're more conducive to what we do when we hike around and we run around, and they are better for the fish.
Yeah. So, and I don't even care. If you go buy a freaking, I saw some company down north that's making landing nets now. I don't give a shit, but buy. Just if you plan on going into fish for wild steelhead, especially if you're by yourself and you want to get a picture, you better have something like that, or you better just let the fish go.
And people,
I'm sick and tired of seeing wild steelhead on rocks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. People see that tool and it's a conversation starter too.
Yep.
They see us using it and oh, I've been thinking about getting one of those. And I think just having it present and it being in people's minds is what opens up the opportunity for education. People asking questions as opposed to, a guy posts a picture and maybe the fish is out of the water, maybe there's sand on it, and the guy getting reamed.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing we should talk about too, is just if you are an angler out there and you're passionate about wild steelhead and stuff like we are, let's, some of these guys are new. We were all to this point at some time in our lives when we landed a steelhead and we didn't know what to do. Yeah. We were like, oh my God, look at this thing. We just freaked out because we had this giant fish, right? There's a lot of kids, there's a lot of guys, there's a lot of new anglers that are doing and experiencing those same things, and they just don't know. They're literally posting that picture up because they're pumped that they caught a fish.
It sucks to rain on their parade a little bit too.
It does. So what I recommend is that we shouldn't just bash them publicly.
No,
maybe send them a message. Maybe send them, hey, here's an idea. Here's why we try to protect these fish or whatever, and and then also preach brood stalking.
If the opportunity exists, it's best to do it in person too. The honest truth, 10 years ago when I caught my first wild steelhead, I didn't handle it properly. Let's put it that way. Because I didn't know. I really didn't know. And a guy down the bank, kind of a little gruff, but he educated me. you know?
I think some of my favorite moments with my landing net have been when I'm on the river and I'm fishing and I look up. In fact, I'll tell you a story. I looked up river. I saw this old dude, he's probably late 60s, fighting a 15-pound steelhead. And the thing came out of the water a couple times. And I was like, oh, that's a nice fish. And I'm sitting there watching this guy and clearly can tell he probably had a really hard time getting down to the river, right? Just his health or whatever. Yeah. And a couple things, I wanted to help the guy, first of all, land the fish, but I wanted to make sure the fish, because I knew it was going to happen. He couldn't even bend down, right? I knew he was just going to drag it up 10 feet. So I boogied up there, busted out my netted the fish for him, helped him get a picture of it. In my mind, I probably saved that fish's life, and that's not, save the fish's life. You guys know what I'm saying though. I help protect that fish. We want that fish to breed, right? Yeah. And I think, it takes a person that goes, okay, especially when you're learning how to net those fish by yourself and with a landing net, I might lose this fish when I'm trying to do this. Yeah. Right? And you got to be it doesn't matter because I'm learning something new. And I think that's a key point we all talk about is never stop learning, right? Yeah. So challenge yourself in different ways. Don't be afraid to lose a fish and learn something new and do something that is going to help the run in the long run.
Right. I always joke about it a little bit. It's think of it this way. It's like you said, you're challenging yourself. It's almost like when the guys go from spinning rods to fly fishing rods and they're challenging themselves to hook a fish. It's now you're challenging yourself. It's another step in progression, Yeah.
The evolution.
I don't think that's challenging
because it's so easy to net them with a hoop net.
I think that's making it just
it's a joke, Marlin. Relax. Don't fly rage. He's gonna go fly rage.
Do you guys think one of the reasons that the fish chill out once they get in the landing net is the fact that first of all, we all feel different when we're going to kill a fish, right? And maybe they pick up on that a little bit because I know when I'm about to kill something, I'm all pumped up and ready to.
Well, when I'm about to kill something, I'm going to net him with a hoop net. I'm going to throw his ass out of the water. I'm going to bonk him. Yeah. So I think
that's probably why he's freaking out, right?
Because he's out of the water.
Yeah, because if you see it, if you're out there and you're like, oh, it's clipped. You ain't looking for the landing net. You're ripping that thing up on the bank as fast as you can get it up on the bank.
hatchery.
Once you
weed
figure
fish.
out-
Yeah, kill it.
So
Once
Joe's
you figure out it's
describing
clicked,
like
it's time to bonk it.
all the wild fish get together and talk. And they're like, all right, listen.
No, he's talking
guy's
about
treating
like
you
an-
okay.
He's
No.
talking about more like an aura, like a fish can sense, just like we were
Fish
talking
looks
about.
out there and he sees the bloodlust in your eyes.
Yeah,
if
that's
he's a
right. Just
hatchery
drool in
fish
your
versus-
fangs hanging out.
Versus, oh, we're gonna let this one go. He's getting out the camera. We're good, dude. Like, give it up.
It's a conversation they have, I
Imagine if
bet.
that's what they
I
have.
bet.
I'm sure the state will study that somewhere and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars doing it for no damn reason, like everything else. Anyways, sorry. Just took the fun out of it.
Unbelievable, dude. Cameron's always so negative.
I know.
He's like one of the most negative people we have in Addicted. It's insane.
There's always got to be one, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Realistic.
Corey.
Realistic.
No, you know what I'm talking about.
There's always got to be one, and there's only two of you. So
That's
it's
right.
like,
We just like point at each other.
Tim. So what other are you? So other than, let's kind of switch gears again on these guys out there listening. And other than steelhead, is there any other fish that you guys like to do, or any other fishing you guys like to do out there?
Yeah. I mean, we definitely target all salmon species, but, just with the runs the way they've been lately, we've been doing some small creek trout fishing. It's been a lot of fun. And then, we had a little dialogue earlier about bass.
Yeah.
And definitely not my choice species, but it's a great way for me to go out with my kids. And,
Dude, it's so I love bass.
Dude, I learn a lot from my boys every time I go out there. They're like, Dad, you're doing that wrong. Like, that's top water and you're trolling under the water, right? I'm like, oh. And then what happens? I catch a fish. Like, stupid bass.
Yeah.
Because you're doing it wrong and it still bit it.
Right.
Oh, gee.
And then kokanee. Corey, you've been doing a bunch of kokanee.
Yeah, kokanee's awesome. It's like a little miniature ocean. And, that was a ton of fun. Like Joe said, creek fishing, trout. I absolutely love fly fishing, trout. Oops, I almost said a bunch of river names right there. But, trout that live in rivers.
Yeah. Rivers around here that you trout fish?
Yeah, so in the last couple of years, been trying just to find little tiny creeks and streams that are legal and open to fish, that are close to home, that have fish in there, and I don't think a lot of people realize. And then, of course, going out east,
Yeah.
fly fishing gets a little bit better.
Yeah, me and my buddy Cody, a few years ago, we mobbed around, did that same thing, like trying to find him little local
Like little
trout
hidden,
spots, and we found there's some pretty good spots.
It's cool.
It's
Yeah.
really cool.
It's
man.
cool. Like drop in the back of somebody's house, like in their neighborhood, and you're like popping like 12-inch rainbows out of the back of their, yard. You're like, oh, this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And they have no idea, They're like, what are you guys doing back there? Nothing.
Nothing.
Hanging out, mushroom hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of our favorite little creeks, my kids actually figured out. They're like, hey, Dad, check this out. We caught this trout. And they brought it home, and like we fillet it, and the meat's just like bright red, belly's full of crawdads. I'm like, where did you catch this? Take me there right now.
Right?
That's freaking awesome. So you both fly fish or just Corey?
Just Corey.
Just me. Yeah.
Holding it down.
Yeah, a guy that I worked with for a lot of years. He was from Utah. We kind of did the trade. I taught him how to fish steelhead. He taught me how to fly fish trout. Yeah, I've been trying to get Joe on board with fly fishing. He's holding strong.
I bought a fly rod. I got a reel. I sold the fly rod because,
Yeah, he's got the reel.
Another salmon rod.
Yeah, it's
So you're going to use your spinning rod or something, or what?
But dude, honestly, I've been trying center pin, and I was kind of going off on this last night. I was like, Joe, I would fly fish, spay, single hand for a full year before anyone said, all right, you got to do center pin for a year. Like, I need to go with somebody who center pin fishes, because I was out there just losing my mind casting that thing. I was like, this is ridiculous.
I've always said to be a good Addicted Life episode because I haven't done any center pin fishing either, and I think it'd be funny to get a couple guys on a good river and just record everything on their first day.
I would do it. I think that'd be fun.
I'd be a hot mess. It'd be perfect.
It might make for a good Addicted Life episode. Might be bleeping out a lot of cuss words in it, but it might be pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do it on a river and a day that's good fishing though too. So we're just missing a bunch of fish and just being really mad.
Did you guys happen to watch our Steelhead blooper video?
I don't think.
My boy edited it. It's pretty funny. There's a lot.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. It's pretty funny. It's like a minute long, but it's
There's some funny stuff in it.
oh my babe, my babe. The part where I like dive after a fish and get it on the bank after it comes off. Like it's good stuff.
That's epic.
Boy.
Classy stuff.
Well, cool. Well, I think with that said, guys, we're going to start wrapping this thing up. Cam, do you got any updates out there for any of the addicts or anything we want to let people know?
December 13th, fall or winter bash.
Yep. December 13th, if you're out there listening, we want you to come hang out with us December 13th at Fisherman's Marine
Better be
in
out
Tiger.
before December 13th. See, I put up a little timeline on that for you, Nick.
This will be out before December 13th, all you podcast listeners.
Perfect.
December 13th, Fisherman's Marine. We're going to be there with one of our winter bash events, so come hang out with us there.
Tiger location.
Also, we launched a bunch of new apparel, so if you haven't checked it out, please head over to our website and buy yourself a sweatshirt, hat, t-shirt. You can say what these guys say with their apparel. It will help you catch more fish. I saw that on a couple of your guys' hats, dude, and I was laughing.
Catch more fish.
Where we were like, dude, we have to make a video where we just make a funny video where we have, and we should do this just with, I'll do it with Relentless and Addicted gear.
Yeah.
But a video where we just roll around and we're like just acting like the apparel and is like making us catch the fish. Like we'll have a dude that's rocking some other like apparel that doesn't say Addicted.
Never mind
on
the
it, and he'll catch
$600
nothing.
rod. It's the freaking random.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Well, we had a good little comment thread going back and forth too on one of those posts where it was like, you're like, how about an Addicted hat? And I was like, how about an Addicted hat and Relentless shirt? And we're like, oh, you know,
Dude, mind blown. Dude, fish wouldn't even know it hit him.
Yeah.
We'd be out there fishing with magnets.
That was good. Anyway, guys, check out all of our new apparel, please. Addicted.fishing. You don't have to put .com. It's addicted.fishing. So check that out and give your guys the social media and stuff again.
yeah, check us out, Relentless Angling on Instagram, relentlessangling.com for our page. And then we're on Facebook and YouTube as well, just Relentless Angling.
Cool. Well, thanks
Yeah.
for joining us, guys. We appreciate it.
Dude, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
We've been wanting to dip our toe in the podcast world for a
Well,
little
maybe
while.
we'll have to do some videos. Maybe we'll have to organize that funny one. I think.
Yeah, that'd be
could
blast.
Sounds like we're going to have to.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yep. All right,
Good times.
guys. Everyone out there tuning in, make sure you hit subscribe. We'll see you on the river.
Later, guys.